what the fuck is he saying that's like
Justice
interesting?
Gorsuch and Justice
All right,
Kavanaugh.
here. I'll just fucking go on to it for a brief moment, okay? We'll listen to what this motherfucker has to say.
Over the past week, our nation has mourned the loss of a true American legend.
It's hard for me to fucking please everybody, okay?
And a pioneer for women. Her extraordinary life and legacy will inspire Americans for generations to come. Now we gather in the Rose Garden to continue our never-ending task of ensuring equal justice and preserving the impartial rule of law. Today it is my honor to nominate one of our nation's most brilliant and gifted legal minds to the Supreme Court. She is a woman of unparalleled achievement, towering intellect, sterling credentials, and unyielding loyalty to the Constitution, Judge Amy Coney Barrett. We're also joined by Amy's husband, Jesse. Thank you, Jesse, very much. And their 7 beautiful children. Congratulations to you all. Very special day. With us as well are the First Lady. Thank you, First Lady. Along with Vice President Mike Pence and his amazing wife, Karen. Thank you very much, Karen. Judge Barrett is a graduate of Rhodes College and the University of Notre Dame Law School. At Notre Dame, she earned a full academic scholarship, served as the executive editor of the Law Review, graduated first in her class, and received the law school's award for the best record of scholarship and achievement. Upon graduation, she became a clerk for Judge Lawrence Silberman on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia. Amy then received one of the highest honors a young lawyer could have.
Notre Dame is a fucking cesspool of psychotic Federalist Society. Notre Dame Law School is literally the fucking hub of like weirdo, cultist, right-winger, Federalist Society law school graduates. It has like a direct pipeline to the Supreme Court. And Amy Coney Barrett is one of them. Okay?
That's pretty good. Justice Scalia hired her shortly thereafter, and we are honored to have his wonderful wife, Maureen. Where is Maureen?
I go to Notre Dame,
Maureen
fuck you, bro.
Scalia.
And you know better than anyone else. Bitch, you think I don't know anybody that goes to Notre Dame Law School or has gone to Notre Dame Law School? I'm speaking from at least the personal experiences of people that have gone there. If you fucking go there and you're unfamiliar with the fucking the campus culture there, then you might even be one of those people.
Judge Barrett spent 15 years as a professor at the University of Notre Dame Law School. She was renowned for her scholarship, celebrated by her colleagues and beloved by her students. 3 times she was selected at Notre Dame Distinguished Professor of the Year. When I nominated Judge Barrett to serve on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 7th Circuit in 2017, every law clerk from her time at the Supreme Court endorsed her nomination, writing, quote, "We are Democrats, Republicans, and independents, yet we write to support the nomination of Professor Barrett to be a circuit judge. Professor Barrett is a woman of remarkable intellect and character. She is eminently qualified for the job. And I can tell you, I did that too. I looked and I studied, and you are very eminently qualified for this job. You are going to be fantastic. Thank you. Really fantastic." The entire Notre Dame law facility and faculty, everybody at that school also, we got so many letters, also wrote letters of support of Amy's nomination to the Seventh Circuit. They wrote, in effect, despite our differences, we unanimously agree that our constitutional system depends upon an independent judiciary staffed by talented people, devoted to the fair and impartial administration of the rule of law, and we unanimously agree that Amy is such a person. For the last 3 years, Judge Barrett has served with immense distinction on the federal bench. Amy is more than a stellar scholar and judge. She's also a profoundly devoted mother. Her family is a core part of who Amy is. She opened her home and her heart and adopted.
I think the reason why he didn't go with the fucking the Hispanic Supreme Court justice from Florida is because Amy Coney Barrett had
inspiration.
I think she had more qualifications, I guess, or not qualifications, but like from a right-wing point of view, like she was already
to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court. That's good.
She was already vetted out the ass. I don't know if the Cuban SCOTUS was actually, was she a Federalist Society justice judge as well, or no? This is a fucking tailored. This is a Supreme Court justice pick exclusively for the evangelicals.
Juliet and Benjamin. Thank you for sharing your.
It'll be a similar battle between like Brett Kavanaugh, which upset a lot of Republicans because they thought that he was being unjustly attacked by liberals.
Amy Coney Barrett will decide cases based on the text of the Constitution as written. As Amy has said, being a judge takes courage.
Yeah, like
you are
they
not
can
there
then
to decide
then they
cases
can they
as
can
you
make the
may
fight
prefer.
seem like
You
the
are
liberals
there
are
to do your
anti-religion or
duty
something.
and to follow the law wherever it may take you. That is exactly what Judge Barrett will do on the U.S. Supreme Court. I want to thank the members of the Senate. We have so many of them here today.
Yes, this is who
Thank
I
you very
called
much. I
earlier
see you in
this
the
past
audience,
week.
and you're so proud.
I said it was going to be her since the fucking moment RBG died. Like everyone who knows how conservatives operate knew that this was coming for a fucking month, like, or for a week. Sorry.
Her qualifications are unsurpassed, and her record is beyond reproach. This should be a straightforward and prompt confirmation. Should be very easy. Good luck. It's going to be very quick. I'm sure it'll be extremely non-controversial. We said that the last time, didn't we?
It's
Well,
cool,
thank
dude.
you
Just
all
trying to
very
give you
much,
credit
and
for it.
thank you
I don't
for
even
being
think I
here.
deserve credit for that.
Thank you. Thank you. I further urge all
Republicans
members
think
of
Coney
the
Barrett
other
will show
side
libs
of
are the real
aisle to provide
sexists,
Judge
the same way
Barrett with
Clarence
the
Thomas showed that they were the real race to have the
respectful and
Thurgood Marshall
dignified
pass.
hearing that she deserves.
Yeah, it's
And
just
frankly,
it's
that our
identity
country
politics.
deserves. I urge lawmakers and members of the media to refrain from personal or partisan attacks, and the stakes for our country are incredibly high.
Why is the whole
Rulings
Supreme Court
that the
Catholic? I
Supreme
don't
Court
fucking
will
know.
issue in the coming years will decide the survival of our Second Amendment, our religious liberty, our public safety,
Keep
and so
them
much
fucking
more.
Protestants in check
To maintain
with the
security,
actual OP
liberty, and
Christianity.
prosperity, we
You
must
know what I'm saying?
preserve our priceless heritage
Hell yeah,
of
brother.
a nation of laws.
I'm always thinking we
And
need
there is
more.
no one
We need
better
more cult
to do
leaders
that
and cult
than
followers
Amy
in the Supreme
Coney
Court.
Barrett. Law and order is the foundation of the American system of justice. No matter the issue, no matter the case before her, I am supremely confident that Judge Barrett will issue rulings.
I know
based
nothing about her.
solely
Is she a
upon
threat to the current
a
makeup of the
fair
Supreme
reading
Court
of the law.
ideology? I mean, the
She
current
will
makeup is already
defend the sacred
majority
principle of
conservative.
equal justice for citizens of every race,
This will
color,
solidify
religion, and
a
creed.
pretty much permanent
Congratulations
supermajority,
again to
barring
Judge
any sort of
Barrett.
like fucking weird
I
outcome,
know
like
that
one of
you
them
will
dying
make
in an
our
inexplicable
country
capacity,
very,
or a
very
couple of them dying
proud.
under a liberal
Please,
administration.
Amy, say a few words.
She is a solidly, reliably conservative to the degree that she is such a fucking right-winger that, one, she's a part of a psychotic Catholic cult that The Handmaid's Tale was based off of. Okay? Like The Handmaiden in The Handmaid's Tale literally comes from the cult that she's a part of. Secondly, because they call the women handmaidens. And the most ardent followers are called are a part of this process called covenant. It's actually false.
So grateful to
She's
you
not a
and
part
the
of a
First
cult.
Lady,
She's not a part of a
to the Vice
Catholic cult.
President and the Second Lady, and to so many others.
It's a different
here
cult. That
for
was
your
false.
kindness on
Doesn't
this
matter.
rather
She's a fucking
overwhelming occasion.
sicko conservative. Here's the part that is.
fully understand
Here's
that
the
this
part. I don't give a
momentous
fuck if she's a part of a cult or not. Here is the part that is true. Ronald Reagan era fucking justices have literally talked about, like, justices under Ronald Reagan or like legal scholars that are Reagan era legal scholars and George W. Bush era legal scholars have literally fucking said that she is like way too fucking psychotic with her takes. She's firmly anti-Roe v. Wade. She's absolutely fucking going to be devastating. You said trans, right? She's in a cult, but not the one Margaret Atwood based in Avalon. You're still right. Isn't the covenant part like literally from that cult though? Did I misread this? Like, did I get duped by fake news?
Justice Ginsburg began her career at a time when women were not welcome in the legal profession. But she not only broke glass ceilings, she smashed them. For that, she has won the admiration of women across the country and indeed all over the world.
Yeah, people of praise. Isn't that the cult? Yeah.
She was a woman of enormous
Is this fake news?
talent
She's not a
and
part of the
consequence, and
covenant
her life
and
of
people of
public
praise?
service serves as an example to us all. Particularly poignant to me.
Wait.
Was her
I don't give a fuck about what she has to say. Is this a fake article? Like, what is this? The false link between Amy Coney Barrett and The Handmaid's Tale. It's actually not connected, but the story spread anyway. Multiple news outlets. RBG. Barrett's a devout Catholic. She's written before how she believes Catholicism should affect the judge's jurisprudence. I literally said all this before when I was talking about her. Democrats discussed her views widely when she was nominated to the federal bench 2017. In a moment, she's become infamous for the right. Senator Dianne Feinstein declared that the dogma lives loudly within you during Barrett's hearing, a phrase that some conservatives took to be an attack on Barrett's Catholicism. Barrett's also a part of a small Catholic group known as the People of Praise, and that's where her religious affiliations get especially touchy. Oh, so she is a part of a fucking freak cult. Oh, my bad. So she is a part of a freak cult. It's just that that's not the same cult that the fucking Handmaid's Tale was based off of. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. You fucking owned me, dude. And also, when you ask the cult officially, they say, well, she's not officially a part of the cult anymore. Fuck, dude. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, it was a different insane cult. Fuck me. Man. Because the point is that The Handmaid's Tale is based off of it, and not the fact that it's a fucking cult, right? Republicans are so fucking stupid. How? How are you this fucking stupid? I don't give a fuck if it's Handmaid's Tale or the documentary series Family was fucking built off of this cult or whatever fucking cult we're talking about. It's still a weird far-right Catholic fucking cult. Who gives a shit? Until we restore the glory of Allah in the American Supreme Court, I will not stand down. Okay? What we need in the American Supreme Court is a fucking true believer in the light of Allah. A constitutionalist in the best way possible.
Oh Allah the Almighty,
has far more than
protect me and guide me.
To my chagrin, learned at dinner recently that my children consider me to be a better cook.
Ya Allah, don't
For 21
deprive
years, Justin
me
has asked me every single morning what he can do for
from
me that day.
beholding your beauty.
And though I almost always say nothing,
Oh my
he
Lord,
still finds
accept
ways to
this
take me
plea.
off my plate. And that's not because he has a lot of free time. He has a busy law practice.
Anyway.
Jesse and I have a life full of relationships, not only with our children, but with siblings, friends, and fearless babysitters, one of whom is with us today. I am particularly grateful to my parents, Mike and Linda Coney. I have spent the bulk of my adulthood as a Midwesterner, but I grew up in their New Orleans home. And as my brother and sisters can also attest, Mom and Dad's generosity extends not only to us, but to more people than any of us could count. They are an inspiration. It is important at a moment
Amy
like
Coney
this
Barret
to
is a
acknowledge
certified
family and
freak.
friends.
7 days a week,
This
dude.
evening, I also want to acknowledge you, my fellow Americans.
100%. And I don't mean that in like a sexual way, obviously. I mean that in like a fucking cult way,
And
okay?
that institution belongs to all of us. If confirmed, I would not assume that role for the sake of those in my own circle, and certainly not for my own sake. I would assume this role to serve you. I would discharge the judicial oath, which requires me to administer justice without respect to persons, do equal right to the poor and rich, and faithfully and impartially discharge my duties under the United States Constitution. I have no illusions that the road ahead of me will be easy, either for the short term or the long haul. I never imagined that I would find myself in this position. But now that I am, I assure you that I will meet the challenge with both humility and courage. Members of the United States Senate, I look forward to working with you during the confirmation process, and I will do my very best to demonstrate that I am worthy of your support. Thank you.
I can't wait for her to fucking talk about the rights of Christians in every fucking dissent and every major decision, pinning the rights of Christianity, exclusively, of course, or religious freedom against LGBT rights. It's going to be pretty fucking tight, dude. Going to be pretty tight. But hey, there's people in the chat who are like, you got it wrong about which cult she was a part of, even though that cult also calls the women handmaidens.
Bill, thank you very much for being here. Chief of Staff, thank you very much, Chief. You're doing a great job. And all of the senators, please.
Former member of the group talks to Amy Goodman and calls it a cult.
A couple of weeks, but
this is Democracy Now.
Easier than you might think. So thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Congratulations, Amy.
She has like 7 kids, right? And a bunch of them are adopted, obviously. I know she will screw me over, but I'm also upset at myself over the fact that I'm attracted to this milky mommy. Okay, dude, just dial it back. Dial back the horny for a second, okay? I mean, here, let's talk about this shit for a second because it's obviously bad and there's going to be a lot of not poggers SCOTUS decisions coming out shortly and quickly. And yeah, it's you said you'd let her haze you into the covenant. Okay, well, I may have said some stuff about her as well in a moment of weakness. News. Weeks ago, Amy Barrett used her power to help corporations deny overtime pay to food delivery workers during the pandemic. Trump is now rewarding her with a Supreme Court nomination. What the fuck is the Daily Poster? Walker Bragman and David Sirota's fucking website is literally called the David Poster? Or David Poster, the Daily Poster? Oh. Okay, cool. Yeah. They do be posting daily, though. I mean, imagine thinking RBG is better. Wait, what? I don't think David Sirota thinks fucking Ruth Bader Ginsburg would be better. But, like, actually, that's not even true. I think that, like, there is a level that liberals don't go beyond, and this is that level, okay? Crushing workers' rights, totally fine on any given moment, but not when the fucking spotlight is on delivery workers, okay? I mean, RBG has done her best, too. Don't get me wrong. But this is definitely a fucking thing that they don't go beyond. This is 100% something that they won't do because of bad optics. And the other thing is, of course, like LGBT rights and you know, civil liberties, that sort of stuff. Like, liberal Supreme Court justices will not go that fucking far. Whereas Republicans or conservative Supreme Court justices are being appointed specifically so they do that. Is there still hope she won't actually become the Supreme Court justice? No. Do you think the Dems will actually grow a spine and pack the court? No. Do you think she'll revoke trans rights? I'm trying to transition and text, and I'm worried they'd take my estrogen. Do it as quickly as you can. I mean, be safe. That is, I'm sorry to say this, but you know, that LGBT rights are absolutely, I mean, beyond like you know, Obergefell, beyond gay marriage, LGBT rights outside of that are totally up for grabs. They will use religious liberty and religious freedom to try to scale it back as best as possible, as they have been doing so far, though. Back in the court is admitting the court is a super legislature. I mean, it is, though. And it has been before. Not like the Supreme Court always had 9 justices. So what the fuck are you talking about? The problem is if you packed it to 11, if you increase the number of justices, you're still losing. And I feel like that's idiotic. Oh, she served on the legal team that represented George W. Bush. In the 2000 recount battle against Al Gore. I mean, that they were going to do that regardless. You shouldn't conflate LGBT rights with trans-specific issues. Trans people are more a threat than the LGBT people. Trans rights. Yeah, I know. I think people understand that. When I say LGBT rights, I mean, like, if LGBT rights are getting fucked, if LGB rights are getting fucked, then T rights are definitely getting fucked. Six v 5 is still losing. Hasan cannot math. No, that's what I said. Even in a... Wait. Did you just literally fucking take exactly what I said and then turn around and say that I can't do math? Did you just repeat exactly what I said and then turn around and be like, Hasan can't do math? I'm saying even in a fucking court packing scenario, liberals are still losing 6-5 if they don't go above 11. Are you sure marriage equality isn't at stake? I can see them going full states' rights for anything they want. I don't know. Marriage equality and abortion when it comes to Roe v. Wade and this is something I might be wrong about. And I hope I'm not wrong about it. I hope I'm right about it. But marriage equality is already so popular and beyond that, considered the law of the land and a social norm that in the absence of like it being directly tied to any sort of like material benefit for corporations, it makes literally no sense to fucking fuck that decision up. Especially because it's like, it's just a fucking carrot to dangle in front of evangelicals. You know what I mean? Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. Like from a political point of view, it doesn't make sense at all. And we know that it's a super legislature and that we know that the Supreme Court actually operates as politically as any other branch of the government. And we've known that for some time, with like minor exceptions. Yeah, the right lost that war already. Just like, I know you're busy with other chatters, but I just want to thank you for doing what you do. Not just the news, but the gaming, LSF, Okbuddy, and TV too. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you, Null Phantom. Same with abortion too. I'm at the very beginning of transitioning. I'm at the point where I'm considering fleeing the country. The thing about the RBG should have stepped down discourse, that a woman should have done her duty and stepped aside, is their answer to everything. Hillary's campaign, Warren's campaign, RBG continuing to work. It's so facile and transparent. Everything that's wrong with this country could have been solved by an older woman sacrificing her work, apparently. Yeah, no, we deserve to lose. We deserve to lose. Like, because this, first of all, this is so idiotic on so many different grounds, but like, don't you fucking recognize that, like, Ruth Bader Ginsburg isn't the only woman on the fucking planet? And that, like, she could have easily been replaced by another woman? A younger woman? A woman that did not have cancer since 1999? Like, what does this take? It's so fucking dumb. How can these libs not understand that more women have the potential to be hurt by the new Supreme Court justice? Why do you support a bad team? Because it's not about, because I don't fucking support the Democrats or liberals because I believe in it like it's a team and it's all about winning and losing. I believe in what the Democrats claim they stand for, okay? That's the difference. And I have no other alternative. I have no other option. This is a sinking ship. And new holes are getting fucking opened on the walls, okay? And Democrats are like, well, at least we'll plug one of those fucking holes, whereas Republicans are denying that holes exist, and in some instances, literally pumping new fucking holes. That's why. Unfortunately, I'm saying I'd rather plug like 2 or 3 of these fucking holes than none of it at all, and then have new holes get open in the side of the ship too, on top of that. In the hull. All right? Hasan, ooh, you have hyperbolic takes. Everything's going to be fine. Yeah, everything's going to be fine for you, probably. But it's not going to be fine. Nothing is ever going to be fine. The reason why things get worse and worse year over year is because even for the fucking very privileged people, you recognize that things are not getting better, but because Republicans and Democrats both are just like destroying this world and this country specifically. I am new to your channel and from Portugal, so I don't know, but when do you debates start and will you cover them? Yes, I will. Anyway, Amy Coney Barret is a great pick for SCOTUS. We Christians need our rights upheld during this time in which we're persecuted day in and day out. True. Good take, dude.